Welcome back. You're watching News at 7. Let's also go across to the fact that my colleague Imran has managed to get a conversation in with S. Somanath on, of course, the successful landing of Chandrayaan 3. Let's take a look.
What do you have to say, sir? The mission is successful. So,
yeah, we are very happy about this mission. It has been such a great mission. Achieved the touchdown very, very safely. Beyond our expectations, I must say. But we were expecting this to happen today.
You must be very tense, especially at the last.
We were not tense at all because we have done the work.
Yeah.
And because work is done very well, there will not be any possibility of any more failures or issues.
Yeah.
That we were very confident about.
Yeah. So, how was the Prime Minister when he addressed after the successful launch of the mission, sir?
He congratulated all of the ISRO family members, and he wanted to come and personally greet each one of us. And he also said that we are making India very, very proud.
Yeah, sir. This is one of the important mission that entire world was looking at it. What do you like? An entire billions of Indians were with bated breath were looking. What do you have to say to Indians, sir? To the common Indians who were. Yeah.
Now, India, now you have a piece of moon with you. It belongs to you as well. It is like very other powerful nations that put their foot on the moon. Now you can be proudly claim an Indian material is softly on the moon. You can have the rightful claim on it. Future generations can claim it.
Well, it is also a matter of pride for S. Somanath as well. And my colleague Imran just managed to get that in from him in an exclusive conversation with Mirror. Now, let me take that across to Dr. Jha. Dr. Jha, when we speak about this reaction, of course, he said that they were very confident. But he also had spoken previously about how there was a lot of pain and agony. In fact, if I remember what he said in that, he said that they're confident of their next landing mission to be on the sun.
What has happened is, after the Chandrayaan 3 had lifted off on 14th of the last month, I had written one article called "The Challenges Ahead," and what were, as a scientist, as a designer, I could think of. And when I put all those challenges in place and try to compare what ISRO has done, it was amazing that they have taken care of all concerns that an outsider scientist can think of it. So that is one area. Secondly, as I told you, when we were talking here on many of the channels, ISRO had done everything that was required to be done. And that is the reason everyone who mentioned in my show, at least where I was present, those 18 minutes of terror, I said, negative. Those cannot be the 18 minutes of terror. ISRO has done so much of the things that those 18 minutes will be now considered as the moment of scientific marvel, ISRO's scientific mind, ISRO's scientific marvel remembered in the centuries to come. Because those are the 18 minutes, ISRO scientists have gathered all imaginations and put it logically in the computer chips so that the computer acts in that way of those 18 minutes. And when we saw with our own eyes what all did that 18 minutes did, I was, it was amazing. It was a copybook style type of landing that you could have thought of till the time it sat down. I was a bit concerned when it was moving around because it was trying to find an absolute flat surface. And mind you, the legs are only 2 meters apart. Till now, all those 10 square kilometer areas, pictures taken by the every passes of Chandrayaan 3 that it had made from the 25 kilometers range, all these were there. Despite that, it was struggling. It was trying to find a smooth place with its radio altimeter, with its laser altimeter. It was trying to find that 2 meters stretch of the land, and surface, moon surface. That is the type of intricacy that the moon landing is all about. That is why so many of the missions have failed. And there are a lot many other variables that we have not talked of as yet. But there will be some other time that we will talk of. Just few days back, 3 days back, I had written another article, "The Secrets of Surprises in Chandrayaan 3. Me and you, we looked at all the things have gone, everything absolutely honky donkey, very fine. But the problems within, the surprises within, the deviations within, the shortfalls that has been there. Not many people have understood or wouldn't have seen it together. I had charted down in a piece of article. If you find, or if your viewers find that article, do read that and see why it is called rocket science. It has got so much of surprises that can be there for anyone, including Luna 525 that has crash landed. One of the reasons I have mentioned are there. So I will not claim that I have predicted something out of the moon. Now the moon is in our hand. So this phrase in the coming years will not change. We are asking for the moon. Yes, you can always ask for the moon. You not think of beyond. So all these things will happen.
And
We
now
are
surely Indians can
absolutely
ask for the moon, Dr. Jha. But as you, of course, talk about that aspect and predictions as well, I'm going to come back to you. Let me go across to Dr. Kesan. Dr. Kesan, you, of course, were very excited, but you also made a very valid point about how children were, gathered into this process. And why it's important is because this is an inspiration as well for many, many youngsters out there. We know the stories that back in the day when I remember we're growing up, when we heard of a Sunita Williams, a Kalpana Chawla, and now today when we see stories like this as well, for children to be involved in such historic moments, they actually don't know what they're a part of right now, but when they look back, they will realize.
Absolutely, absolutely. And, this is beyond textbooks, Mrunal. Studying something, the impact of studying something is, very different than seeing something and, believing it. So you need to see something to believe this. And, these children are the future of the country. So this is going to create such a huge impact in their minds and an ignition, I would say. Because, predominantly, I would say that, cricket is a fantasy in our country and cricketers are lauded. And unlike the scientists, I always make this point everywhere I go that, scientists need to be lauded. They are creating so many things for us. And we need to develop that kind of a pride in these children so that tomorrow, rather than just talking about the commercial part of building something, you need to do something for the country. So you are the first citizen of this country and you have to be doing something for this country. You need not go and wage wars or be in the borders to do something for the nation. But you can create something that difference, in the country so that the entire world looks around at you.
Absolutely, Dr. Kesan.
So
I'd have to interject you there, but like you did say, of course, it's going beyond just textbooks. That the fact that these children did get the opportunity as well. We're actually slipping at a short break here. We're going to come back with lots more for our viewers, so stay with us. We're going to be right back.